Welcome to this special playoff edition of Panther Points Preview with head coach Tyler Whitebread. This segment is sponsored by FNB. Farmers National Bank is proud to support EP Panther football. Just like your team, we're built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. Farmers National Bank, a real community bank.
They did a really good job offensively, keeping us off balance. Throwing the ball on first down, or maybe running the ball when we didn't think they would run it. It was tough. I thought we had a couple third downs early in the game that weren't third and longs. They were third and manageable for them, and we couldn't get that big stop. And I think even in the second half, our offense got going a little bit more and scored that first touchdown right away. And we were really hoping to try to get a 3 and out to try to hold them, and they just started running at us, and we made them work a little bit more for it, but we just couldn't get consecutive stops in a row, and it was very frustrating. That ultimately cost us, I think. I think we probably could have did a better job of pressuring him. I think a lot of quarterbacks, if you give them that much time, they're going to find an open man, and he did. And early on, I thought our D line was going to be able to get to the quarterback without sending blitzes, and I got to give their O line credit. They did a really nice job of blocking our D line, and I've said this all year. Our D line was the strength of our defense, and they did pretty good job early on. So I think I probably should have sent some more guys defensively to get after him. But I think in the second half, I tried that a few times, and he either got rid of the ball quicker or he found kind of a hole. So he did a good job of making some good decisions under duress. I think we were in the red zone, 3 or 4 times, and we just couldn't punch it in. And I think some of it was a lack of execution, and some of it was Aurora Christian making some plays on defense, and again, making Keegan on some of those pass plays run for his life. And even when you have receivers open, it's tough when you're running, and you're worrying about guys coming from behind you to make a good pass. So they made plays when they had to, and we had opportunities. We didn't capitalize when we needed to.
Between Winkler and Adams, they lit it up like they hadn't lit it up all year.
Yeah, dude, those two guys, man, it was funny. I caught myself not even being surprised by some of those throws and those catches, which I should have been, because I watched a couple of them on film again, and I just thought to myself, how lucky were we to have these two guys together? For Keegan to have Gavin as a wide receiver, and Gavin to have Keegan as his quarterback, because you saw that connection. It was very special. And I'm sure some people are like, well, why don't you just do that every time? And it's not quite that easy. Again, Keegan made some amazing plays in the pocket, but he was getting rushed quite a bit too. So we had to, you can't just let your quarterback run for his life every single play. I just told him, unfortunately, we'll have games like that where, you play well, but you don't play really good at the times that it's needed. Those plays that you have to make, and you just don't make them for whatever reason. But I told him don't let this game take away anything that we accomplished throughout the year. The goal was to be better than last year. And whatever that looks like, whether it was 1 game or 5 games, the goal is to be better. Now it didn't show up in the playoffs, but during the regular season we were 5-4, and this year we were 6-3. So that's a win. And we talked about just different moments throughout the year that were special, and the Riverdale game came up, and really our juniors and seniors coming together to play really good football. Those are the things that you're going to remember. And I just told them I was proud of them because this team overcame a lot of adversity throughout their 4 years. And at the end of the day, they're going to be proud of what we accomplished. I heard multiple seniors say to our underclassmen, like, get to the playoffs again, like keep it going, like go for the three-peat, I guess. And I think I mentioned that at some point, maybe when we were watching our playoff pairings during our playoff pairings party. And so I think they know that. I for a long time I've said that needs to be our goal every year. That needs to not be the goal, but the expectation. Again, we lose some really good seniors, and I said this last year, but I think we have some guys that are coming back that are really good as well, and I think we have a fresh soft team that was really good as well. So I'm not ready to say I'm quite excited for next season, just because it's still pretty fresh, the loss and losing these seniors. But I think next year we're going to have a great opportunity to continue doing what we're doing and hopefully take it a step further, because that's the ultimate goal. We had a handful of freshmen that were on the fence of playing football this year. And I'm talking about our top freshmen, guys that we knew we needed them to be football players rather than anything else. And well, number one, they had a good year at the fresh soft, especially when they had everyone. They beat those top teams, Newman and Rock Ridge, and even when they lost, they competed pretty well. And I think all those freshmen are coming back. They had a good experience. Again, I thought our varsity were good leaders. They treated them equally. So with that being said, even though we didn't have that home playoff game, I think the environment that we created during practices, during games, just the way we treated each other, I think that's the program builder. But ultimately, I know once we can get that home playoff game, I think that's just going to propel us even further, what we're trying to accomplish here.
This special playoff edition of Panther Points Preview has been brought to you by FNB. Farmers National Bank is proud to support EP Panther football. Just like your team, we're built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. Farmers National Bank, a real community bank.